Northeastern Kenya is a largely marginalized region. It shares a long porous border with now largely lawless Somalia. It is the homeland of ethnic Somalis, the pastoralist community who are always on the move in search of water and pasture. For close to a decade now, the region had been hit hard by terrorist attacks which had taken a toll on the number of locals and non-locals. These attacks did not come out of the blue. It takes place far from the glare of international media, most of the time in my hometown, Mandera. Between 2018 and 2020, sporadic attacks on non-locals have been carried out, causing instability in their stay there. The terrorist attacks and local people's lifestyle has often taken a toll on their education, with the result that the region has to rely on Kenyan and local teachers, mainly Christians, to meet its need for teaching staff. Locals estimate that 60 to 80% of the teachers in the region are non-locals. On November 20, 2014, 28 travelers were killed when suspected Al-Shabaab terrorists attacked a bus. Victims of the raid were non-locals, with teachers making a big percentage of the targeted group. The attack sent shockwaves across the region, with the fear that teachers may refuse to come back to the region. Several teachers camped at the TSC headquarters in a bid to demand for transfer. A month later, Mandera County found itself in an educational crisis. Out of almost 4,000 primary and secondary school teachers, 2,340 demanded for transfer from the region. At least 834 teachers moved from Garissa, 287 from Wajir, and 964 from Mandera, leaving only about 600 local teachers on duty. After what happened in the 3 counties of Northern region, the Northern leaders took its plight to the parliament in a bid to bring the education crisis in the region to a halt with immediate effect. The session dominated the parliament, that later turned stormy due to disagreement between the Northeastern leaders and the National Assembly Education Committee. Bill Okero, representing the West County, blamed the committee for siding with the teachers and dismissed the teachers' concern as not genuine. The Northern leaders proposed that new teachers be posted to the region. It is claimed that they are interested funding teachers not to return to the region. The leaders further claimed that out of the 24 teachers killed in a bus attack, only one was a government teacher, while the rest taught in private schools. 4 years later, the plight of education in the north still rings. This latest exodus was triggered on January 13 after Al-Shabaab attacked Kamuthi Resource Center in Fafi Sub-County, Garissa, killing 3 teachers and abducting 1. It is not immediately clear how many schools in the region have now closed down or struggled to stay open after thousands of teachers fled, fearing more attacks by the militant group, the Al-Qaeda affiliate in East Africa.
But when the TSA announced that we go home, starting with Garissa County and Wajir, so also in Mandera we felt that it will be wise also for us to go so that we can be assisted. It's just a fear of our security situation.
And do you feel like, what are you telling the students, the people that are living?
The students, we are telling that we were ready to continue helping them, to teach them, to better their life. But our security comes first. It is our wish to continue helping them because they are Kenyans. But due to the mass movement of the teachers, if we decide to remain behind, we don't know what will take place. But if TSC decide to take us back to this place, we are willing to continue helping them.
The issue of education in the region had now become one of the national concerns amidst disagreement in the parliament. It is worth fighting the crisis for the government to decide and train teachers be put on a contract basis before a binding solution is found.
We had 17 teachers. Among the 17 teachers, 10 were non-locals from different parts of the country. On Wednesday, the teachers fled and left the school, deserted learning, and left the school without any permission, and they have not even cleared with the school. They have left, the classes are deserted. We are only 5 non-local teachers among the 5 local teachers. 1 is on maternity. We are remaining only with 4, of which 2 of us are the head and the deputy head teacher. We have employed other alternatives methods of teaching. We have combined classes. We are using the multi-grade method of teaching as well as the multi-shift method of teaching. We combined the candidate class 8 and 7, also 5 and 6, 4 and 3 were combined, and the others we used the ECD teachers who were available at the school. In fact, the situation is a disaster, if I may say. Some of the classes even may go back home without a lesson, or sometimes they only had 1 lesson. So we are asking the Kenyan government to come to board and assist the teachers, the community at the northern region.
The uptick in violence in a county that borders Somalia to the east has often taken a toll on a number of public services, as the government workers refuse to return to their posts in fear of terror threats. Mohammed Ali, MC, Mohas Media.